Hello and welcome back to Civil Software Academy. Today I'm upgrading my Acer Predator Helios 300 by swiping out the stock 256 GB SSD and 16 GB of RAM for a Samsung 970 EVO Plus NVMe SSD and 32 GB of Crucial DDR4 RAM. Lately, I have noticed performance slows down, especially when handling the large structural models, detailed facade design, and complex drafting. So it's time for me to hardware boost the speed of things off, improve responsiveness, and streamline my workflow. I'll provide links for the exact SSD and the RAM that I'm using in the video down in the description below. So feel free to check out them if you are interested to upgrading your own setup. So this upgrade will help me continue delivering high quality tutorials and the engineering content all of you. So I'll walk through entire replacement process step by step. So let's jump in. Alright, now you need to unscrew the screw which is at the back of your laptop. So for this I'm going to use this screwdriver which is for the Phillips head screw. Okay, let's start from the one corner. You need to rotate it anti-clockwise to make sure it is unscrew, otherwise you damage, it might damage the motherboard or damage your outer skin, so you need to be more careful. Usually the screw, it has a magnet on his tip, so you can use that as a guiding tool, so you don't have to put your finger in, or you don't have to like just use your finger. The screw, there is a magnet on the tip, so you can just use that as a. Right, so now I removed all the screws, so now I just need to be careful to remove the cover. So I need to find the U1 edge, so it might, otherwise it can damage the motherboard or the system, so you need to be careful. You need to like slightly lift it off and try to use any tool, maybe any ruler or any sort of thing, so put it inside. Yeah, something like this. You can do something similar what I'm doing at the moment. For me it was easy, it was easily lift up. It might be, in your case it might be very hard, so depending on the manufacturing process might be different on your system. So see, these I have so many, that was the reason my laptop was very hot whenever I start programming or whenever I start doing any designs, like more graphical works. It was so hard, my laptop gets hot all the time. So now I can figure it out how much dust I have at the moment. So at the beginning, so make sure you always start yeah, disengaging the battery first. So otherwise it might damage on your system, which I just found it in the internet. I just read it in the internet that I need to remove my the battery first without removing the SSD or RAM. So I have this RAM at the moment, which is like a two. It's a two 8 GB RAM at the moment. I have a two slot for the RAM. Now I'm going to replace with the 16 GB, 16 times 2, which is 32 GB of RAM, which is DDR4, which is from the Crucial. I have been using this laptop for since it's around like a 5 years, so it still is giving the best performance. So this is the best laptop I had it. So I did lots of work on this laptop. So this is the RAM. I'm going to replace, which is crucial. It's a crucial, so I'm going to put it in the two slots. always make sure it's tight. There is always a guide, so even though you put in the wrong side, there is you can see there is a tip at the guide, so even though you put it the wrong side, it won't be wrong, so otherwise you can't fit in. So there will be always guide, so it's hard to do a mistake. So you need to be a bit gently because you just need to squeeze the RAM. Sorry, because my hand is, I have a one camera in my hand. I'm just trying to figure out with the one hand, so it's a little bit hard. The next time I'll just do a proper setup, whatever doing something similar video. I'll just put one stand, mobile stand or the camera stand, so that I can use my two hands on these things. So okay, so that's the SSD slot at the moment I have. So I'm going to add another SSD into. First thing first, you need to unscrew the screw. You need to be careful when unscrewing the screw. Make sure you just do it gently. Okay, make sure you separate the screw, because the screw is different for the external, and it's different from internal. Make sure you not mix match the screws, or put it in a separate place so that you won't forget afterwards. So that's the slot for the SSD. New SSD, I have a like additional slot, so I'm going to add on my top of my old SSD. So this is the 970 EVO Plus SSD, which is I'm going to edit to my hardware. So this looks amazing, by the way. This is the Samsung 970 EVO Plus, which is NVMe M2 SSD. So for my system, I was using this is Predator Helios 700. I checked it on the internet. So this was my suitable SSD. So it needs to be NVMe M2 SSD. So I bought this one. This is very great. It has a good review on the internet. So after that, I just put it back to the slot, and then screwed it again to make sure it's tight. Yeah, now I just screwed both parts. Oh my god, see doors of the doors in my fan blade. So that was the whole region, my whole. Now I just need to clean my thing. Oh my god. Okay, again, just take some brush, which don't take the hard brush, just take the soft one, so that you're not damaging the blades, because it's an aerodynamic blade. Whenever you push it hard, it's gonna damage the blade orientation, because the blade orientation affects the air intake, the air exhaust of the. Whenever I switch on the GPU, so make it gently. Again, this is the DOS from 5 years period, so you can figure it out when the laptop is 5 years old. So you will see a lot of dust sticking on the fan, so make sure you do it very gently. Okay, this is the final one which I have done. Try to make, again, it's not very 100% clean, but still it's okay. Now maybe in future I'll just go to the laptop repairing parts and ask them to use a blower or any sort of cleaning tools. Okay, now I'm just going to unscrew or screw the back part of this back part, so make sure it's tight and hold. much, guys. Apologies. I was keep dropping my phone because the phone was just running from one phone and one. So this I screw all the parts. So now I just checked whether it's working or not. I checked in the task manager and go to the performance mem. So if we check this, so this is the one. This is the RAM that I just replaced. Seems okay. Seems working. Seems two of the two slot is working. Seems okay. So now this is the SSD. Again, it's not active. I need to make it activate. Alright guys, I finished my replacing my SSD and RAM. So now my laptop one more smoother, especially when working on the large structural models and the detailed drawings. So if you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to my Civil Software Academy for more tutorials. The reason I upgraded my laptop is to be able to record and upload more videos related to software and design. I'll be creating and sharing more content like very soon. I thought this video might be useful, so I wanted to share it with you first. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.